Alright, gentlemen, here we go. Breakdown time for the new 40th Dragon Ball anniversary characters. A good old Goku and a Super Saiyan Gohan. It's actually rare for them to do a breakdown kit sharing on their webpage for just these 1% sparkings, but that should tell you how highly they treat these characters, and because of that, I actually expect them to be pretty good. What they revealed thus far look pretty strong, so let us see what these characters can do. Goku! Based on the cover illustration of Volume 26 of the Dragon Ball manga, Sparking Goku joins the fight. Strengths: number 1, Special Arts grants huge boost to self. On activation, draw a blue card. On hit, 1 to 3 effects can occur at random, such as damage guard, penetration, type damage, element disadvantage nullification. Comboing Special Arts with the special move arts is incredibly strong. I find this really funny. It's not very often that we get random effect characters. The last most notable one was the Kid Buu, the red one. Every time he popped a green card, he got anywhere from 15% damage inflicted to 45%. So in this case, it could be the difference between winning and losing here. Like if you get all 3 of them, you get damage guard, penetration, type neutral, and crazy damage. That could be the last thing to cinch the W. Number 2, start with a Vanish Step, then hit and retreat. When performing a Vanish Step, draw a Special Arts card and recover the Vanish gauge by 80%. Use that powerful Special Arts and follow up with a combo. Retreat. You'll also reduce ally substitution counts by 2, which allow you to quickly switch in an ally. This is a Dragon Ball 40th anniversary character, and there are currently no plans for it to return in the foreseeable future. Be sure to get Goku now before it's too late. This character may return for a limited time at a later date. So they don't know when they plan on bringing him back, but it's one of those things where if they do, it's going to be several years down the line. Android 21 is such a good example. She came out years ago. We haven't seen her again since. She recently dropped now, and that's because Fighters did a generational play where they showed they're getting Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. That, like, earth-shattering reveal right there. So yeah, I'd recommend everybody get one copy of these characters. So here's green. Z ability is Sun Family, Strike Attack, and Defense. So Sun Family, Saiyan, or DB. Now this is interesting. They're doing a bit of a stretch play here on the definition of the tag DB. Because we know the DB tag, it quite literally is for Dragon Ball. That specific, I don't want to call it arc, but overreaching arc of Dragon Ball. That entire bit. In this case, they're treating it as Dragon Ball encompassing everything as a whole. That's the difference, because these characters are from Z, but they decided to just play on what it means for the tag Dragon Ball. Yeah, I think I'm willing to accept this. I think it's smart, because it gives another opportunity to buff up this tag that has otherwise been forgotten. They designed a bunch of characters under the new philosophy, and then forgot about them. And this is the kind of thing that could really help him out. And of course, the damn unique equip for that Kid Goku could be huge. You guys saw the unique equip for Fusion Zamasu. That guy is less than a year old, and he is argued to be the best character in the game right now. Goku is what, 5 months old? He could easily nab number 1 off a unique equip. It really depends on how far they want to go here, but the unique equip on characters that are less than a year old is huge. These characters jump from 0 to hero very fast. Strike Attack. Boost your strike damage on activation. So on activation, you get strike damage plus 20%. We do know he already stacks strike damage, so this is crazy. You know, Strike or Blast Arts hits. This guy's stacking up to 50% strike damage here. That's nuts. Standard Blast. Blue card. Boost your critical rate on activation. Massive impact damage. On activation, 30% blue card damage with 30% crit rate. On hit, cancel enemy attribute upgrades. Pretty good. Green card. On hit, up to 3 additional powerful effects activate. Comboing a special arts into a special move arts is super powerful. On activation, draw a blue card next. Get 50 key, 20% damage. Cover null for 5 timer counts. When you hit the opponent, 1 or more of the following effects occur at random. Get a Dragon Ball, 50% damage guard penetration, and type neutral. Comboable with all these cards, and now we know Goku has an ultimate. Main ability, restore your Vanish gauge by 100% and cancel attribute downgrades under normal conditions. So main ability gives him an ult, 20% healing, 50% key, 100% Vanish. Super strong. This is going to be one of those tricky characters to actually hit. Reminds me of the Frieza Saga Kaioken Goku, the green one. That guy, he restores Vanish, I think twice on his Vanishes, and then again on his main ability. So this guy does something very similar to that. All enemy health restore minus 50% and cancel attribute downgrades under normal conditions. This is pretty strong just because every character just shows up on the field with healing, unique gauge healing, you know, hit me a couple times healing. So sniffing away some of the health restore is nice. Starter ability. For every other ally with tag DB, get a boost to damage and damage guard. Dragon Balls will also be protected for 40 counts. So 290% damage. Oh, wow. 210% damage guard. Whoa. Wow, I didn't expect that. I actually thought this character would be at like the 170s to 190s. They straight up gave him 210%. That's like ultra territory. Characters that are pushing through 200% like this, mostly the ultras have that. Wow. Key recovery 90%, level 1 card draw speed, protect Dragon Balls. This is strong just because you got the ultra CMZ killing Dragon Balls. You got ultra dynamic Goku killing Dragon Balls. Everybody's killing Dragon Balls, so this is strong. Ally DB sub count on switch -1, which is strong because characters like Tambourine and others have like very... It's minor disrupt, but at least they can proc it multiple times with this. They already had sub-count manipulation like this, so that's strong. Also, per other DB battle member, 15% damage and more damage guard. So he can get another 20% damage guard, putting him at 230, and another 30% damage, putting him at 320%. Very strong. The big thing here is 2 of the mainstay Dragon Ball characters are Saiyans. You take the Kid Goku, and then you take the it's the Kid Goku and this Goku, and then in the leader slot you can put the Gohan. That's 3 characters that can leverage those busted equips, those broken DB equips, and on the bench you can put some decent Zenkai buffers. We got the Yamcha that would work for this guy, and then you could put the LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I know you're gonna miss out on 1 slot of the DB equip buffs, but the Zenkai buff is more than enough. And then you could put a max HP character like Roshi, and then boom, 5 of the 6 characters have those super powerful equips. You got Zenkai buffers for your 2 mainstay damage dealers, and then you're looking at these guys that are giving them crazy amounts of damage guard and damage inflicted. Like DB could very easily be one of the best teams in the game. It all hinges on the unique equip for the yellow Kid Goku. Unique ability. When you perform a vanishing step, draw a special arts and recover your vanish gauge by 80%. This effect lets you freely use those additional powerful effects from special arts. Interference with the enemy becomes stronger based on battlefield entry count, and you will also restore ally health when returning to standby. You want to actively switch characters as you fight. On entry, draw a card if you have 3 or fewer, get 30 key and 5 timer counts cover null. Nullify damage received element disadvantage, so he's type neutral for damage received on entry, and all enemies strike in blast arts power minus 15%. If he shows up on the second time and onward, kill a card, seal a card, all enemies strike in blast arts cost plus 15%. This is such a strong disruptive effect. Killing a card, sealing a slot, increasing costs. The DB tag already has characters that reduce key. So imagine that with this. Anyone that's been around during the Prime Diamond meta knows it's that 1 card seal is huge. 1 card seal, it always, not only does it always go on the card that you need the most, the card with the Dragon Ball, your blue card to finally kill somebody, the ultimate, the green card to extend your combo and, you know, move on to a different character. Not only does that always happen, but pairing it with all of these things together, holy crap, man. Very powerful disruptive effect. 3rd time and onward, cancel attribute downgrades under normal conditions. So this is strong because I don't have to deal with Ultra CMZ's paralysis if I swap into this guy, and cancel enemy attribute upgrades. Just really, 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 really strong disruptive effects, these 3. Really good. On strike or blast arts hit, gets 10 key, strike damage plus 30%. We already know he has strike arts that increases strike damage by 20% on activation. So if he hits the opponent with a strike card, he gets 50% more strike damage. That's insane. Very, very high. I'm scared that this means his stats are going to be very low. Anytime a character has very crazy multipliers like this, they offset it by lower stats. And we know he's just a 1% character, so that by default is going to hurt his stats a little bit. Very nervous. If they just slap him around like 230, 240k, then we'll understand it's because of stuff like this. When he vanishes, destroy a card, draw a green card next up to 2 times. Get Vanish Gauge plus 80%. That's really strong. This is cheeky too because you could just go to a character with an AoE green and then piss everybody off. Just vanish. Oh, AoE green. It's like IT Goku pretty much. Ally sub count -2. That's another thing to feed into potential AoE green baloney. And then enemy key -15. You never know. Return to standby. Key plus 30. Ally health plus 10%. So ally healing, very strong. Cover change against the green. Comboable with the blue. It's actually really short, and this is all because he's a 1% character. There's no like unique gauge or anything here. But yeah, this character looks good. He looks good. Once you consider the other DB characters, it looks good to me. He might actually cook. I'm just gonna click this next just to be 100% certain. Yes, Gohan next. I think they pitched this character as a support type, so let's see what he can do. Based on a special illustration from Weekly Shonen Jump 1993, number 12, sparking Super Saiyan Gohan Youth joins the fight. I love the outfits that these characters have too. They just feel so bubbly, just so like love to these characters. I love it. I just like the extra attention that they have. They look good. They look like they have great kits. I'm really looking forward to using these characters. So Gohan's strengths. Number 1, strong combos oriented around the blast arts. Draw blast arts on battlefield entry or upon landing a strike or blast arts. Plus, get a boost to blast damage inflicted when you draw blast arts or special arts. Number 2, snipe and hinder the enemy. Inflict all enemies with substitution counts on battlefield entry and reduce your opponent's key. You can corner and KO your enemies or prevent them from using combos. So they've gone ahead and give him the LF cooler effect. And then the VB effect, but with drawing blast cards. Or rather, the TV effect, Trunks in Vegeta. Number 3, greatly boost tag Sun Family or tag DB allies. The starter ability buffs damage guard by 10% and inflicted damage by 40%. This is huge. 40% extra damage for Sun Family or DB. With characters like Future Gohan already existing and the support Goku from the Saiyan saga, it's just insane to see 40% just thrown around like that. You know, the purple kid Super Saiyan 3 Goku giving 25% for free. Like, there's damage inflicted buffs just thrown everywhere. Reminds me of Daima. This is a Dragon Ball 40th anniversary character, so there's no plans for them to return in the foreseeable future. Be sure to get Gohan now before it's too late. Yep. He's red, which is good because that means you could use Launch to Zenkai buff this Gohan. You could use the Yamcha to Zenkai buff the Goku, and then you could use LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku to Zenkai buff the Kid Goku if you wanted to. Or they decide to do the craziest thing ever and they Zenkai that Master Roshi, who would be a yellow Zenkai buffer for DB if they wanted to. It's all there, but these characters will definitely have appropriate Zenkai buffers for them. Interesting that they went with a blast-based character when DB's best variation, in my opinion, is going to be the strike-oriented one. We'll see how that sticks together, but this guy looks interesting to me. So the Z ability is going to be Hybrid Saiyan, Sun Family, or DB, strike defense, and blast defense. Kind of odd that they went double defense for him, but that's fine. Strike arts. On hit, enemy blast damage received plus 10%, and when he uses the blast card, restores a Vanish Gauge upon activation. Remember, this Gohan is also restoring Vanish when he draws a blast card, and he's a character that will go blast into blast. So he could straight up get his Vanish back by spamming all of these blast cards, I think. Blue card. Has a unique ability that enhances special move and special arts on ally cover change. Nullify element disadvantages when enhanced. So massive impact damage. On activation, draw a green card and 30% of blue card damage. If the blue card is enhanced, you get another 30% blue card damage, which cannot be canceled, and you nullify type disadvantage, which cannot be canceled. This is what's huge. Uncancelable type neutral on the blue? Wow, that's kind of free, man. That's really good. Android 13, you better watch out, buddy. Better watch out. Green card. Draw 2 cards if you have 3 or fewer. Boost ally damage and reduce ally subcount by 3 when enhanced. Remember, DB already has -1 to sub count. Now we got green cards that can lower sub count, and we got the Goku who lowers sub count on certain conditions. It's just free, just swapping out 24/7, and they got plenty of healing too. It reminds me of Daima. Lots of healing, lots of swapping, a lot of disrupt. So the green card will draw up to 2 cards if your hand is 3 or fewer, heal 10%, 50 key, cancel attribute downgrades that are normal conditions, really strong. You get protect key. This is rare. Not a lot of characters actually have protect key, and key is one of those things that nullifies a lot of combo potential. If the green card is enhanced, ally damage plus 30% uncancelable, and ally subcount -3. Main ability, destroy your opponent's entire hand and reduce their key by 100%. Create an opening to start a combo, then strike with your ultimate arts. So destroy 2 cards and draw 1 to each. A special and ultimate arts card. Key plus 50%. Ally help plus 20%. Ally hybrid or DB help plus 10%. So another 30%. It's funny that they excluded Sun Family right here, even though his Z ability also ties into Sun Family. Hybrid Sans, man. Destroy the entire enemy hand and enemy key minus 100%. Starter ability. Greatly boost allies with tag Sun Family or DB. 290% damage. 220% damage guard? Holy crap. Oh my god. This guy and the Goku will be giving DB 30% damage guard? Holy crap. Ultra Namek Goku was the only guy with the highest amount of damage guard. He peaked out around what, 250% when he's ran with Krillin? Now it's these guys. Holy crap. 40% key recovery, draw speed +1, ally DB sub count on switch -1. So more sub count, even more. For tag Hyper Saiyan or tag DB allies, they get another 40% damage, 10% damage guard, 20% health restore, key plus 40%. What are we doing here? Hold on. Hold on. What is this? This is some crazy juicing up. This is a lot of power for the DB tag. Holy crap. Are they realizing they just did that tag so dirty with the new design philosophy that they're just trying to uber juice them up? Look at these two. And the fact that the yellow kid Goku will get a unique equip, this tag might actually be the best tag in the game. No joke. Now, obviously, the stats have to support this. A lot of characters have really good multipliers in certain conditions, but the stats did not help them. Frost is such a good example of this. But this looks really good. They gave them really great multipliers and really great supportive abilities for DB. Holy crap! Unique ability. Draw a blast upon entering the field and inflict all enemies with subcounts. Also draw blast darts upon landing a strike or blast darts hit, and even nullify special cover changes. Corner the enemy with blasts. Plus, enhance your next special move and special arts on ally cover change. Be proactive and use enhanced special move and special arts to your advantage. So, enter the field, get a blast card. 40 key, destroy 1 enemy card. Enemy key minus 35. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Take away some of their key in some way, shape, or form. There it is. Think about what's going on here. You got a Goku that increases their cost by 15. Seals a card slot, kills a card, cancels enemy attribute upgrades in a normal condition, prevention, whatever. So they can't keep themselves safe from having their arts cost increased. Then you got this Gohan who also kills a card and then takes away 35 key. The +2 enemy sub count is insane as well, because that's the kind of thing that makes Frieza so annoying to deal with. You hit Frieza +2 sub count. So you got your arts cost increased and your key reduced. The obvious thing is I gotta swap to somebody else to extend my combo, but you can't. That's what this is. They went above and beyond for these guys. These guys are really damn good. On blast or special arts draw, heal 3%, get 10 key, vanish gauge plus 15%. This is strong. Remember, this Gohan shows up on the field, so he gets 15% vanish. He uses a blast card, he gets 10% of his vanish, and then we know that a blast card turns into another blast arts 2 times. So this guy is able to get his entire vanish back from this little spam. He draws 3, 45%. He uses the 3, he gets 10% each one, 75%. This Gohan gets his vanish back every time he does this little spam here. That's nuts. 20% blast damage when he draws a blast card. Ally sub count -1 2 times again, so more swapping out. On hit, draw a blast card 2 times, nullify cover change, so just spam him out like Trunks and Vegeta. On ally cover change, enhance the next blue card or green card, ally health plus 5%. On return to standby, draw 1 card if your hand is 3 or fewer. Key plus 20, enemy key -20. This is just BMing at this point. Enemy key -20 when you swap out. This is just a that's for you. 2, that's for you. Cover change effective against blast, changeable with the blue. I think they did a really good job between the two characters. Truly. I like the multipliers that they're giving everybody else here is impressive. Pair that alongside the fact that the Kid Goku is going to get a unique equip. This guy disrupts, the Goku disrupts. This guy debuffs, the Goku debuffs. This guy increases overall character tanking and damage. The Goku does the same thing. And they have the damn busted equips. Like, let's go to the Dragon Ball webpage really quick. Let's just bust this out right now. So we'll go to this Goku, right? Goku obviously it was a little bit hurt, right? But look, he's gonna be getting a bunch of damage guard from these two. He's got, like, look at this. So if he's fighting with another DB ally, he gets 10%. He's getting what, 30% from those two over there. So he's gonna be at 190%. All the damage inflicted multipliers. But this guy had his own form of disrupt, did he not? Yeah, enemy arts cost plus 10%. Goku makes it plus 15. All enemy sub count plus 5, making it harder for the opponent to constantly swap out. When he's hit, he lowers ki. Gohan lowers ki. Goku kills cards, seals cards. Like, this is an insane wombo combo of things. And this guy's getting a unique equip. And those guys have access to, where is it? They have access to these ridiculous DB equips. Like, look at these things. Where is it? It was this one, and what was the other one? There's supposed to be one more. These two, look at this. They got access to this, which gives them pure strike attack per DB battle member with double defense. Then they got this thing. Look at this. Max HP, special move, ultimate damage, 10% to base strike and blast defense per party member using this equipment. It's going to be 5 characters. The 2 characters on this banner, LF Kid Goku, Yamcha and Launch are going to be on the bench because of their Zenkai buffers, and then you could use LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And then look at this, 8% to base strike and blast attack per party member using this equip. DB on paper looks like they have some of the bulkiest characters right now. Between the disrupt, the equips, the easy Zenkai buffers, I think they may be the bulkiest team. Now, the key thing here, though, is the stats. The stats is what matters at the end of the day. If the defenses are 150k at 14 stars and the offenses are 220k at 14 stars, then all of this is for nothing. But if they are sitting at the 180s defense at 14 stars with like 260 main offensive stat, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think the synergy between this guy and his 2 friends that are coming out soon might be pretty impressive, you know? It might be pretty damn good. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. Maybe I'm overreaching here, but I think the combination of those 3 together with the equipment that we know right now, paired alongside the fact that we know that unique equips for semi-recent characters always go crazy. Once you stitch all of these together, this feels like a very, very, very impressive setup. And honestly, I'm all for it. I love this. I love that they've just come out of nowhere and introduced a DB is now somehow just rapidly in the meta. They could very well be one of the best tags in the game. I don't think that's a reach to say. I think they might pull it off with this. Between Yamcha's Zenkai buff for green DB and his really impressive Z ability paired alongside launches, I don't know. We'll have to see in game. Maybe I'm making the conclusion too early, but based off of what we read and everything that we know, holy crap, they look really damn good. So you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. But until next time, peace.